But one of the things that I've learned the most of since that hurricane came through is about electricity. One, how much we take it for granted. But number two, just how complicated it really is. I mean, transformers and power grids. I've learned tricks such as hooking up the boiler to a generator in order that there might be hot water and heat. Learned things such as circuit breakers and charges. I've learned some amazing things, all about electricity. I mean, take, for instance, in your bathrooms. You know the electrical outlets, the new ones that are in there? The ones that are grounded, and they're meant that if you're like blowing your hair with a hair dryer and it falls into water, you don't electrocute it, it automatically shuts off. Those type of things, they're great. It's an amazing invention because once it trips, the power immediately stops. But the joy about that is what happens once it trips. All you have to do is push a little button, right? And it said reset. And once you reset, the power comes back on. Once it's off, and the next minute, it's on. Reset. Wouldn't it be great if our lives had a reset button? I mean, think about it. All of those things that you wish never would have happened or you never would have done, all you had to do was push a button and reset. Those relationships that are strained, push a button, reset. Those things you did wrong, push a button, reset. It would be so fabulous to have that reset button. Today is the first Sunday of Advent. Today is the beginning of our church liturgical year. So Happy New Year, in essence. Advent, it is a season of anticipation. The readings anticipate Christ's second coming in the same way that we also anticipate celebrating the birth of the Christ child on Christmas Day. The one thing about Advent which separates Advent from Lent is Advent is not a looking back type of season. You know, in Lent, what do? We do a lot of self-reflection, looking back at those things where we've gone wrong and try to turn our lives around. Whereas Advent is a time of always looking forward, not looking backwards. Just keep on moving on. In Advent, there's no times for should-haves or would-haves or could-haves. It's all we have is now and the future. Advent is a gift from Christ himself to give us that reset button that you and I need for our lives. It's a new year. Think about your past year. Maybe you set the past year, you started really well with doing daily devotions, perhaps reading a bit from the Bible every day, maybe even offering some prayers. But through the storms of our lives, whether it be the storm of Sandy, or through just the bumps on the road, you stop doing that. Well, today in this Advent, push a button, reset, and start again. It doesn't matter what you did. Today is a new day for new beginnings. All you have to do is pick it back up. Maybe in the past year, you've been struggling with a relationship with somebody. Maybe a parent or a spouse or a partner, a child, a coworker, a neighbor. You know, you can sit back and think all you want about those things, but today is a chance to push that reset button and to just move forward and accept what was and now accept what is. Maybe your relationship with God has been strained over the past year. Maybe you're angry at God. Maybe some loved one of yours has been sick. Maybe you've been sick. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you lost your home. Maybe you've been struggling with things in the past, wondering how God could allow that to happen to you. No, this is the past. Today is a new day. Today's a chance where Christ says to push that reset button and let's start again afresh, new. When you push that reset button with your relationship with God, Christ is there opening up his arms to say to you, come back. I love you more today than I have ever loved you. It doesn't matter if our relationship got strained. It doesn't matter where you've been. You're now home with me. My sisters and my brothers, today is a day to push that reset button in our lives. What would your life be like today if we just focus on moving forward in Christ instead of looking back at what could have been? I don't know about you, but I've never been able to go back in time. All I have is now and tomorrow. My sisters, my brothers, it's Advent. We have a chance today to press a reset button. We have a chance to grow again in our faith with God through Christ. It's a season of slowing down. It's a season of being calm. It's a season of resetting. It's a season of Advent. Thanks be to God.
Amen.